Good morning and welcome to your Farm and Home Show. I'm Kristi Shive, and this morning we're visiting with Sophia Smith. She's a volunteer coordinator for New Beginnings Therapeutic Writing. I know that you all do wonderful work at New Beginnings, but for anyone who doesn't know, can you tell us about the work that you all do?
New Beginnings Therapeutic Writing, we are a nonprofit located here in Bowling Green, Kentucky. We offer horseback riding lessons for people with disabilities. So mental, behavioral, pretty much any disability that you can think of. We do offer horseback riding lessons for them. It is considered a therapy for them. So they go through a 45-minute lesson. Most of the time it's once a week. But because we are a nonprofit, we have volunteer opportunities and donations and fundraisers and things like that. You could be a sidewalker during our lessons. So you specifically work with the student. A lot of that will have to do with like grooming a horse, walking beside the horse while the student is on it. Most of them, you're not really trying to keep them on the horse. You're just trying to keep them on task. Some of them you do have to physically hold up there. It just depends. And then you also will help them like tack the horse, so put the saddle and things on and off the horse as well. You could also be a closer, which that is basically just doing barn duties. You could be a feeder, which that's just strictly feeding our horses. We also do like volunteer groups. So if you have like a school group or work group, you can come out and volunteer with us as well. You don't have to have any horse experience, just strictly to be a volunteer with us. So you'll just kind of have to go through our orientation, which we have one December 7th. It's at 5:30 at our location, the barn here in Bowling Green. So as long as you just go through the orientation, fill out the paperwork, then you're good to go.
All right, so if someone is watching and they are interested in becoming a volunteer, what are the next steps that they can take?
So the first thing that I would suggest you do is go to our website. You could just type in New Beginnings Therapeutic Writing. We should be the first or second one to pop up that you can click on. And then there's a tab called Join Us. And then underneath that, it's volunteer. There's a volunteer packet on there. You just print it out. Fill that out. You'll bring it to the orientation. And then my email is also on there. So you can send me an email to let me know that you'll be at our orientation on December 7th.
Sophia, where are you guys located?
It's 600 B Bill Ferguson Road, Bowling Green, Kentucky, 42101. So just right off like past Jackson's Orchard.
All righty. So you mentioned the volunteer orientation. What can volunteers expect to learn during this time?
So at New Beginnings, if you want to be a volunteer, one of the main things that I learned, because I was actually a volunteer before I started working here, and one of the things that I learned was probably just that everybody is unique and everybody is different in their own way. Specifically with our students with disabilities, there's different things that you can say or do with one student, but then with another one, it might not be the best thing to do. Some students will come in and give you a hug like they've been your best friend for 10 years. And then there's some students that will come in kind of a grumpy face. They just kind of have to warm up a little bit. But everybody's different. And then the environment there is just so fun. Like, for example, Halloween this past time, we have like dress up week. We do things during Christmas. We decorate with Christmas trees, things like that. So just the environment is really, really fun. And it kind of just makes you smile every time. And each horse also has to go through a training because since we're a nonprofit, we are like PATH certified.
Okay.
So that just stands for Professional Association of Therapeutic Horsemanship. And just like our instructors have to go through our training, our horses have to go through training as well. But just like our students are unique and different in each way, so are our horses. So you kind of have the lazy ones that kind of have to, nudge to do some work. And then you have ones that are just ready to work whenever you want. And then you have the goofy ones as well. So that's probably my favorite part is the horses.
How can someone contact you if they have any questions?
They could email me at my work email. It's smith, so that's SSMITH at nbtr-bg.org. Just send me an email if you have any questions. I'll be happy to help.
Thank you for joining us today on the Farm and Home Show, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you.